So the elections are over and the results are in. As we all know, the new president now is going to be Donald Trump. Now, whether you're a Democrat, you're waking up today, you're sad, you're confused, you don't want to do anything, you see the future as something that's just not bright. And if you're a Republican, you're extremely happy, you're excited, you feel like the economy is going to make the turn to the way that you would like for it to do, and everything is going to be great. But I'm here to tell you this. Regardless of which side you're in, Republican or Democrat, we all need to get up the next day and we all need to work and grind in order to build financial freedom. In order to reach our goals and our potentials, whatever it is that you're trying to do in life, it's not going to change. The only change is going to come from with yourself. You see, you cannot just wait for an election to change your surroundings and the external stuff going on in your life to make your life easier. You need to make the change internal. You need to make the changes yourself in order to take advantage of the current economy and things going on. Okay? Just because now you get your president or your president left doesn't mean the economy has become better. It doesn't mean inflation is going to go down. It doesn't mean any of that. Because the most important thing, the really most important thing is what you do, what you decide to do. Now, if you're excited because you're seeing now, like, you think the future is bright, well then take that excitement, go out and do something. Start a business, grind, go for your goals, do whatever it takes. But please, I don't want people to think that right now everything is just gonna work out for them and everything is just gonna become like they're gonna hit financial freedom, all the businesses is gonna thrive, everything is gonna work out. It doesn't work out that way, okay? It does not work out that way and it never has. I know so many people right now are down on themselves and they just don't wanna go to work. They're just like, man, this is just the worst outcome and they're stressed out. But I wanna tell you this. Do not let elections and politicians ruin your day. Do not let politicians ruin your dreams. Do not let politicians and elections make you paranoid and stressed out. Because, you see, your brain is not smart enough to know what is a true threat and what is not. If you're visualizing this chaotic future that may not happen, or all this negativity, or these bad things are gonna happen that may not happen, if you're thinking that, your body's gonna respond as if it happened. As if whatever fears you have in the future is happening now. You don't wanna do that because you're gonna put yourself through so much stress and you're not able to push your way through and to try to achieve all the things that you wanna achieve. You're gonna need to try to stay as clear-minded as possible and say to yourself, okay, what am I gonna do today now going forward? What is important? The number one thing is what you do. As I was saying earlier, it depends upon what you do. If you're gonna be negative about the future, and you be negative about everything, then your life is just gonna be in a standstill and you're not gonna achieve anything in life, okay? You're not gonna wanna pursue your goals. You're gonna think that, what's the point of working so hard on my job? I'm not gonna get a raise. Like everything is just doomsday. You look around and you're gonna see people and say, no one likes me. I don't feel like I belong in this country. You're gonna say a whole bunch of things to yourself that is not going to benefit you at all. All right? It's over. The elections are over. What are you now going to do? Okay? Trump or Biden or Harris or one, none of them would have changed your financial future. None of them would have changed your financial future. If there's people out there now that's saying, oh, the cost of eggs and the cost of baking is so high. Okay, listen, if the cost of eggs and bacon is ruining your finances, then you got bigger problems, okay? You got way bigger problems than just inflation, all right? Inflation is high, and that's a natural thing. I get it, and there's people out there who are struggling. But the price of eggs and bacon going up is going to destroy your financial future? That's not true. Because I guarantee you, if the prices go back to normal level, you still will continue doing the same things that you're doing. You might take that money and start spending it on something else rather than investing. And speaking of investing, everyone is saying how great the economy is under Trump, how great the economy is under Biden and Harris and Obama, all these presidents. My thing to you is this. What are you going to do with it now? Are you going to invest? Are you going to put money into the market? Or are you just going to be excited about something as opportunities and you do nothing about it? You see, because people fail to realize that there's people who vote for strictly for the economy, for investing purposes or business purposes and tax purposes. And there's people who just vote just because they just, I don't know, they just like the candidate. But if you are voting because you are struggling right now, you do understand that you need to start investing in order to reap the benefits of the tax cuts that happen. You need to start investing. You need to start saving. You need to be smart with money. You see, when the economy becomes a lot easier, right? Taxes is down, inflation is down. There's a lot of opportunities out there for you to make so much money. But if you're not prepared and you're just worrying about going on vacation and buying designer clothes and buying a new car, then you're not truly taking advantage of the tax cuts that are there, which is to help people build wealth. And that's what you need to take advantage of. You need to take advantage of that when it comes to society. But the other thing I want to say as well before I end this video is I want everyone out there to just be very careful with what they're saying in the news. Okay? You're going to hear things in the news right now that's going to be very contradictory to all the stuff that you're hearing, which is like people are going to start saying, you know, this is the end of the world, or now things are going to get better, or whatever case, whatever it is that they say. I got news for you, it's not going to work that way. Okay? They could tell you in the news how everything's to become great, but if your job is not giving you raises, then really, how great is it? Right? Everyone will tell you that, oh, the economy's be so great, but if there's homes you're trying to buy in your neighborhood and people just not willing to sell it, then, right, what good is that doing for you? Is the price of rent going to go down? Right? All these things are not going to change overnight. They're not. That's the way economy works. The economy works like this. It doesn't give a damn who's the president. Sometimes it does change because people's outlooks of the president causes them to be very optimistic. But that's really what it is. It's an illusion. It's what you perceive. You see, this is all about perception. And in elections, it's all about your perception of what the future would be. But it's not the reality. And that's where you need to be really careful and understand. It's not the reality, it's the perception. It's the perception of how you see the economy and how you see how things are going to turn out. So, listen, get a day, get out of your system. If you're sad, you're sad. If you're frustrated, you're frustrated. If you're happy, you're happy. Whatever side you're on when it comes to this whole election. But understand, when it's all said and done, you need to put in the work now. You cannot just sit there and be idle and expecting that all of a sudden everything's to become easier for you. Because in life, it never was easy and it's never going to be easy.